Welcome back, everybody. This is episode 47 of the Road to Top series. I am Stay Toasty, and I still can't believe we're here. It still feels a little bit unreal. After so much struggle, we had 3 years in the second division and all that stuff. We are finally back in the. We are finally. Well, the team is back in the Primeira Liga NOS. This is the first time we've been on the Primeira Liga NOS, and I'm pretty excited. This is exactly what we wanted. Obviously, we wanted to go further in this career mode, but in the save. But just progression is always good. Progression is always good. I felt like we were stagnating there for a while, and then to have that terrible October to pull back and get promotion was great. Now, obviously, it's the start of the season. We're halfway through August, so it means we're about 3/4 of the way through the transfer window. And there's plenty of ins and outs, a lot to talk about. Now, as you can see, let's look at the outs first. As you can see, a lot of free transfers that we just let go at the end of the season. Kamachi, Zaidi, Kamuchi, Bove, at one point, a hot prospect. He just never turned into anything. The potential went down, so I decided to let him go. Serra that never did much. Jean Soran, I brought him in just as a backup anyway, so that was fine to let him go. Vash Cruz, I thought we could bring in better players. Yormolenko never did anything. Gonzalo Rensu, Vincenzini. Correa had to leave. He came in with a 96,000 pound bid, euro bid. Had to let him go. Tegi's out on loan. Walterson also came in with a big offer from Sanlispor, Turkish first division, I believe. We had to let him go. Our center backs that we brought in at the last transfer window, because I'm an idiot, he's out. Falk, young player, out on loan. I'm not going to go through everybody here. Delgado out on loan. Villan, we let him go because we brought in some other right backs. I'm going to show you in a bit. Jean Grass out on loan. Luisong out on loan. Rui Teixeira, we let it go for free. We've added some midfield depth. Romero gone to River Plate. Was really a great keeper for us last year, but we let him go. Lombarda, Perry, Cisolata, all out on loan. So those are outs. It still might change. We're not sure. Obviously, you can see Will Perry was a player we bought in, Englishman, right winger, okay player. 15 pace is what I'm really interested in. Hopefully, he could do something. We'll see. Weimer and Nagoye was center backs that we brought in, who are probably not going to play. Golvin, center midfielder, plays right now as a number 6. I want to train him as a number 8, but I might put him on loan. We'll see. He has some great mental stats. Physically, he's okay, but I see something in him. Brought him in. Why not? Lucas Taylor, right back, very good player. Hopefully, we'll bring in competition for Brando, because Brando was not consistent last year. Hopefully, he'll be more consistent, or push Brando to play better. 16 tackling, which is very nice to see. Overall, a solid player. I'm really interested in seeing him play. Quintilla, which is probably our main signing that we made. Excellent center back, and he can play at left back. He's very diverse and even plays on the right wing. But to be that well suited to left back, to center back roles, I'm gonna play him as a center back and see how that goes. But definitely a solid player, good at everything basically. So very happy to see him join the team. I brought in Tavares, another right back. I'm probably going to send him out on loan. Just brought him in as cover. Interesting, he was cheap, so brought him in. Sylvain Dislands, former Premier League player, isn't he? Or no? Oh, well, he played in the Championship. I know I've heard of him before. and he comes in on free transfer at left back. Good player. Interesting to see what he can do. Again, good tackling. Definitely improving our tackling. Van der Hayden, I talked about him last year. Wanted to bring him in, couldn't bring him in. Now that we're in the first division, we're a little bit more of a destination, and brought him in just as an experienced ball-winning midfielder. Happy to see him join the squad. Arthur, he's going to be a backup striker in case something happens to Paredes or Lysenko. Famia, left winger, he's going to be our starting left winger. Really quality player, could do everything well. So happy to have him. Diogo Barbosa, another box. This is another midfielder. These are the kind of players that made with this shit expendable. Brought him in as a box-to-box, young player, high potential. Brought him in from Pash, another team that's are they in the first division actually? Or did they drop down or something? No, they're still in the first division. Surprised to pick him off another team in this division, but I'm fine with that. Sele Devo, Nigerian right winger, good pace, good flair, good technique, good dribbling. Not a great crosser, but I think with his abilities on the ball, he'll make space for himself and be able to get in some good deliveries. Saulo, we brought in more of a veteran goalkeeper. We've kind of been going with younger goalkeepers, likes of Bonet, Montero. So this time we went with more of a veteran goalkeeper, more of a veteran presence back there. Really good goalkeeper. Brought him in from Brazil. Has played in the first division in Brazil, so happy to see that. And then we brought in Renan. Another left back. We needed another left back there. Again, another solid player. He might challenge Deslands for a spot there. So we're definitely adding some depth. We were definitely missing some depth. If you look at our kind of squad right now, we have might add another goalkeeper. João Mosqueda he's okay as a backup. I think we might bring somebody else in. I think we might actually, just attacking midfielder. But I think we're gonna bring in another. I know I need somebody, but I was looking at goalkeepers. But anyway, how we have some solid some solid depth at right back, which is great to see. Left back, we're pretty good. We'll have lots of center backs. It's gonna be probably Quintilla. And whoever plays best out of these guys probably gonna be Dean Almeida. He's our captain for the season. He might come in to start. JD's still in the squad. He's worth quite a bit, 150,000, or it was. But he was just so good. I felt like if I let him go without seeing him play in the first division, I was gonna regret it. So we have Famia, Lidko, who are going to be our left wingers. Van der Hayden, Loureiro, Barbosa, those are going to be our center midfielders. Might bring another one in, just in case. Lulich, he might go out on loan. Probably going to go out on loan. I did not know. I forgot how much I put on him for wages, but he's probably one of the highest earners at the club. A ridiculous amount of wages. I'm very disappointed that I completely forgot that I put him on that much amount of wages. That was my fault. Davu and Firmino on the right. Jansas and Silva in the middle, in attacking midfield position. 3 strikers, just in case something happens. So, that's our team right now. But we still have a couple more weeks in the transfer window. There still might be outs, still might be ins. I can definitely see the likes of maybe a Breno leaving or something. Somebody coming in for Perez. Lysenko's always getting offers. None of them have triggered his buyout clause or what I promised I would let him go for. So he's here for now, but a desperate team who's looking for a young striker near the end of the transfer window, they can come in with a bid and he could be gone. So that might happen. Preseason, average, nothing crazy. Tied against Cagliari. Both won 2 games against lower division sides in Portugal. But today is our first game in the Primeira Liga NOS. It's gonna be interesting. I want to see how well we stack up against our opponents. So yeah, guys. So let's get into the starting lineup right now. All right, guys. This is gonna be a lineup for today. Saulo in goal. Lucas Taylor, Brazilian, actually. Um, Brazilian, not English. Very not Brazilian name, but so that might be weird. It might take a while for me to get to use that. So Lucas Taylor on the right, Denise Almeida, Quintilla, and Renan making up the back four. Barbosa and Van der Hayden in the center. Deveau, Silva, Famia making up the attackers, and Perez as our number 9. Very different team. I mean, the only players that we have really that is similar from last season is likes of Perez, Silva, and Nidis Almeida. Which is a good thing because I think we definitely needed to improve the squad. I mean, we couldn't come into this season with the same players from last year and expect to get results. That was never going to happen. Our opponent's coming in here with a very narrow formation. That's going to be interesting to see how we're going to start playing against some different formations than we were last year, for sure. And we're also going to be playing the likes of, Sporting, Benfica, Porto, even likes of Braga, who are solid teams that we're going to have to struggle against. But today's going to be a great test. We need to see where we stack up. Previously, when we've met up against first division sides in cup matches, first highlight here, and we gave up our first goal within 5 minutes. Unfortunate, got from a corner, and somebody found themselves at the back post and got a rebound. Let's look at the goal. Yeah, and he just brought, and then people on the post, but nobody went to go out to challenge the man. Unfortunately, but as I was saying, we've played first division squads before. We've played okay. We haven't been embarrassed or anything. I mean, obviously they've had better squads than we've had. But we've challenged them enough. So, I mean, today it's gonna be hard. It's gonna be hard to stay up this season, but I think we can do it. Look, we have a break here. Deveau finds Perez. Perez finds himself out wide. Doesn't get the ball into the box. Taylor finds himself high up the field. Good job defending there. And it'll go out for a goal kick. I think there's a little bit of nerves, and also a lot of guys don't have the sharpness yet. A lot of guys, brought them in probably from teams that they weren't playing. That's not going to help us at all, Silva. But they might come in from other teams, better teams where they weren't playing that much. So we need to get them back into fitness, into match sharpness. We didn't have that many preseason matches, and we didn't have like a cup game. Like we usually have had a cup game before our first game of the season. That did not happen this year. Now that we're in the first division, we don't have to go through the earlier rounds. So another highlight here. Renan does a good job. Renan's definitely playing well in that left back spot. He does have good tackling. We've definitely added some good tacklers. On this right hand side again. Another header that we've lost out on. That might be a problem. We might have to add some height or something, or put on Dembele, because that's the second one. where they've just found themselves in space, and we're down 2-0, 2-0 within half an hour. Now we're away from home. We're not getting destroyed. But not really doing much offensively. Not the best game, I would say, so far. But this is going to be a process. It's going to be a long season, just to make sure that we stay up and stuff like that. So, hopefully we can improve on this, improve in the second half. It'd be interesting to see where Maritim finished last season. The team from Madeira. That's a great goal. I don't think it would matter if we were in the first division or playing pickup on a Sunday. That nobody stops that. 3-0. Really getting whooped out here today. Need to change up the attack a little bit, do something. Lysenko and Litka on. Because there's no creativity, there's no interchange of play. We might have to switch up the formation or something. Go back to maybe a little more defensive. We're gonna have to see. I'm not sure what we're gonna have to do, but it might take a little bit of tinkering on my part. Speaking of tinkering, sorry to see Ranieri get sacked. Was it deserved? I don't know. It's tough. I thought Leicester was the type of club that would allow him to finish out his time there. I thought he maybe... obviously from the season he deserved to be... I don't know about sacked, but he deserved to have his position looked at. Silva, our first goal in the first division, makes it 3-1. We're kind of back in this game, guys. Well, not exactly, but it gives us a little bit of hope with 20 minutes left to go. Silva, near post, beats the goalkeeper. Very well done. And that actually motivates me to actually look at some things. As I was saying, Leicester having not a good season. Part of it's his fault. Part of it's his own doing. You take a team that was expected to get relegated, and you take them to promotion. It's gonna be hard for you to repeat that. I thought Leicester were the type of club that would allow him to kind of figure out himself. We're pretty good on all fronts. I think. So, maybe split the wings, change it up a little bit, maybe. Let's see about that. But yeah, I thought he'd maybe finish out the season. I thought Leicester was the type of club that would allow him to finish, but I guess not. I guess they really believe that they should be playing better, despite them helping him out, making no real signings at all. More direct passing, maybe. Higher up, he's not trying to trap. I don't know. Push up ahead a little bit. Be more expressive. Let's see how that helps. We're definitely coming into this game. I think we've definitely improved in the second half. That's Quintilla, our star signing apparently in this. Yeah, is having a terrible first game for us. He does not get a card there. Very lucky for him. So our new goalkeeper can do. He picks the right way, but well scored by them. 4 goals. It's kind of a nice scoreline for them, but I don't think they've been 4 goals better than us. I think they've been more clinical with their finishing. But if you look at the stats, if you look at the stats and everything, I think we've held our own today. So just finish this game off. Just go back to the drawing board and see what we can figure out next for next week. Disappointing loss, disappointing performance. You know, we didn't play well at all, but we'll see. We'll see. So we'll be right back with the upcoming schedule for our next episode. All right, guys. So that was a tough start to the season, but Maritimo, I looked them up, and they're projected to be a mid-table team this year. They were mid-table last year, so an okay team, but you know, away from home, first game of the season, there were some nerves. We weren't sharp. We didn't get the scoreline didn't reflect the way we played. I don't think we were bad. We were bad defensively, but I think that'll improve. I hope it'll improve. Maybe I think we might go back to a more defensive. Put that ball-winning midfield role back on defensive. So, you know, we'll change some things around. We'll see how it goes. But anyway, this is upcoming schedule. We're gonna have a cup game against Porto. That's gonna be fun. So we're probably gonna come back against Gondomar. That'll be the first game after the transfer window. Kind of a natural place to stop there. So yeah, so we'll probably come back against Gondomar in about a month. You know, hopefully we'll have a point at least by then. But we'll see. But yeah, I mean, a tough game today, but you know, we're in the first division, so that's all we can focus on. All we can focus on this first year is just make sure we stay up. And hopefully that'll be enough. Hopefully the team we have, maybe we can make some more signings. We'll see. There's still a lot of time left. So come back tomorrow to see how it's going. But yeah, thank you guys. Thank you guys for watching. Make sure you guys like and subscribe as always. And stay toasty, my friends.